Hi, my name is Oguhle Nkosi. I am based in South Africa. I don't know why I enjoy saying that, but I just love saying that I'm South African based in South Africa. If it is the first time you see me, please stay tuned till the end of the video. And if you're a returning YouTuber, thank you so much for supporting me as we are growing this channel by grace. Ladies, I pray that you may never have to find yourself in a marriage with this type of mother-in-law.
Really?
James is my mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, James, you are welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
You mean you love my daughter?
Ah, very much, ma'am. I want to marry your daughter.
You want to marry my daughter?
Definitely, ma'am.
Ah, that's good though.
Thank you, ma'am.
Are you okay? What's wrong with you? To me now.
What did you say again? You say you want to marry my daughter?
Yes, no. Marry your
James,
daughter.
what are you saying?
Marry your daughter. How? When? Where?
James, why are you having a change of mind now?
How will I? No, I did not say it to. What am I even?
James, what happened?
What am I even doing yourself?
James, Mama, why are you doing this? Mama, what just happened?
How am I supposed to know? Why are you asking me?
Mama, you were asking him a question and he was just being skeptical. What happened?
About emotional incest. What is emotional incest? The definition is when a parent turns to their child for emotional intimacy that a romantic partner should be providing. Now, this does not include sexual abuse. It just means your parent emotionally relies on you to be their emotional partner, emotional support when they are going through something. The parent comes to you and tells you about it, saying, I'm going through this is how I feel, and now you have to cater for their needs. In the African context, because we've seen it, this is what we are seeing nowadays. We see the single black woman also relying on her son to also provide financially in the household. Now, I'm not saying that sons and older daughters should not be helping out if they want to help and if they see the need to help. I'm not saying they shouldn't. They should do what works for their household. I believe every household has a way, a rhythm as to how they move. But we are seeing it becoming a problem when now the son is going to want to get married, when the son wants independence, and when the son wants his own home, or when the son has his own kids and then he realizes, okay, hold up, I'm spending too much money on my mother versus my own family. That is when emotional incest becomes a problem. In the African context, we have normalized the child taking the role of the parent. You see our musicians singing songs. It says, I can't wait to build my mother a house. I can't wait. Like, there's so many songs, in Zulu that say that I can't wait to build my mother a house. I can't wait to buy my mother a house. And I'm like, where was your dad? Like, where's the father? Your father should be doing that, not you as the son. Because if you're going to be building a house for your mother, by the time I'm in your life, you might be tired. And that is the problem that we are facing. All these dysfunctions that are now being formed, it's causing problems for the now family. And that's why we don't see a lot of families. I'm not saying we don't have, I'm just saying we don't see. Now what we're seeing is single women having kids and choosing to stay alone. I will raise my own kids alone. I don't need you, And because there is a dysfunction somewhere, the father of my child is taking care of his mother versus taking care of me. You are in the worst luck if your mother-in-law shows you that they do not appreciate you or want you because of emotional incest. Anytime we have a mother-in-law that is a bit too much, no, my son must ask me what he should wear. He must do this. He must worship me. He must this. We all know, okay, this is now, it's bad. Emotional incest, you can't, as a parent, you can't want your child to support you that much. Get a man. Get a girlfriend. Get something. right? It is very important. And how you know this is wrong, we are normalizing it when it is the woman wanting to have so much power on her son. We are normalizing. Would you allow it if it was my own father wanting all those benefits from me? No, you can't be in a relationship. No guy is good enough for you. Would we be okay if our fathers were now closing doors for us to not move on because we should stay in the house and support them? No, I want your cooking as my daughter. I want you I want to spend more time with you. You can't spend time with anyone else. How do you know that you're under emotional incest? What are the signs? What are the symptoms? Let me break it down so that you can think about this. Emotional incest includes enmeshment. Correct me if I'm wrong for pronouncing this like I said that. It is a form of emotional control, and they use manipulation to control you. So they're going to manipulate the situation so that they get their way. And that is when you know, okay, this is emotional incest. Oh, so you're going to go out with your friends and leave me all alone. I don't have a husband. Manipulation, that's one sign. Another sign is parentification. Parentification. When the child is forced to take on the emotional burden that the parent is supposed to be providing. That is when emotional incest is being active in this household. The sad thing with emotional incest is you are silently seduced to participate. You find yourself like, now you're saying yes to things that you're like, no, but I don't want to do that. But it's because as I was seducing you to say yes, I wasn't loud about it. I just said, friendly was, oh no, but it's your sibling. Please pay for her school fees. Please do this. Oh my gosh, what are you as the adult doing to help the situation? And the damage that emotional incest does, it makes the child to feel neglected as the breadwinner, as the firstborn, where your parent, your mother is emotionally incesting you are always feeling neglected. You find older siblings saying, I did not live my life because I was helping out, because now I'm going to speak about the older child having taking the role of a parent, and now they're paying for school fees, making sure that the lights are on in the house, doing all these things. They feel like they could not start their families or their lives because they had to make sure that their younger siblings were taken care of first. And when the younger siblings were okay, they had to make sure that mom is still taken care of. Honestly, if you're a young mom and you are now a widow, the Bible says you should get married. Like, let's keep it real right now. The Bible says you can remarry. And if you choose not to, then I think you should raise your children up in a good way, and all of them should have the same benefits, and all of them should start their own lives. Now, I want to come in the context of us. If I am a mother and I am doing this to my 10-year-old daughter, I'm doing this to my 14-year-old daughter, I'm expecting them to support me emotionally. How can I avoid that? For me to not emotionally incest my own child as an 80s person, or a lady in her 40s or a lady in her late 30s, I would say let us normalize therapy, let us normalize counseling. If you go to church, your pastor can give you counseling, etc., and friends. Let us know that there is such a thing as you wanting your child to cater to your emotional needs, to the point where you don't even want your own kids to have friends. You don't want her to go and just play with other kids outside simply because you want her to just stay in the house and listen to your life and your dating life and what you're doing, and you're this. It's as if you're competing with the child. Let us normalize having our own community, have other single moms besides us, have married friends. And if you need support from your siblings, tell the uncles to uncle and the aunts to aunts. And have friends. I think the biggest thing, if we were to start emotionally inserting our own children, is because we believe in this, we don't need friends. And so when there's a child here, you want to abuse that right of the person, another human being in the house, and you want to now make them to be your emotional support. Go date. Please move on with your life. If you don't have a partner, or your partner has passed away, move on with your life. Find someone else who is an adult and they can support you on those things. Children should not have to be stressing about how the lights are going to be staying on in the house. I believe you, as the adult, you as the one who has agreed to be a parent, you must take that role very well. You must take on that role responsibly. You should not make excuses. This is not the time to be making excuses. I'm speaking like this in love, and I'm trying to stop the normalization of something that is very dysfunctional. It is unfair that we, in this day and age, we're still going to be horrible mothers-in-laws because we want to control our sons. I think something has to give. Something has to be like, okay, no, we're not going to do this. And if you're a victim of this, you're the child and you're like, okay, honestly, my parent is really holding on, like, doesn't want to let go. You have to act like the adult and make the decision that works for you. We've seen this. There's this show I'm watching. I love how this girl is like, my mother is toxic and that is why I'm avoiding her. That is what people are doing nowadays. People are choosing to cut those boundaries, like those bonds. People are saying, no, 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 no. I'm not going to allow you to have that much power over me. And that's why I've also shared my own story time as to when I was like, I don't want to do what you guys want me to do. I'm not going to believe in the stuff that you want me to believe. You as the adult, and it is thanks to counseling and therapy and talking to someone, guys, life coach, we know this, getting the help that is out there. At the end of the day, the whole point of this channel is there always is a solution. There are people you can talk to. Other people won't charge you. Other people will, depending on what kind of friends you have. Really, we are out here. We can help you as to this is what you need to do. It is a process. I would say invest in a life coach. And this is the person who will remind you, don't sleep on yourself. We love our parents dearly. We love our mothers, especially the surviving parents, the mothers that are there, etc. But it does not mean we should not move out of their space because now we just want to cater to their needs up until they die. And then you're going to start your life. God forbid. I pray you never find yourself in that situation. Well, let me know in the comments how you feel, and if you know anyone, or have you been in a situation where there was emotional incest, how did you come about it? Let's have a conversation. What do you think about emotional incest? Will you be doing that to the new generation? Are you already doing that? And now that you are aware that, oh my gosh, this is actually not right, how are you going to stop yourself from doing that? How are you going to change the narrative? Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe.